Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today I'm bringing you guys my second impressions for the brand new Tier 9 Premium Free XP or Cash Destroyer Friesland, the European destroyer, first of its kind in the game, first nation from the Netherlands in the game as well. First ship from the Netherlands in the game as well too. So, if you guys saw my first impressions video, I said it was a pretty good destroyer, but I wasn't quite sure if it was worth the price, and, well, that sentiment still holds true. It is a very nice destroyer. Its guns are very, very, very nice, but it's not quite enough, in my opinion, to warrant the price tag for this ship, because it is either a million free XP or $77. Yeah, I mean, it does have an under 2-second reload time, 1.8 on the guns, but it only has 4 guns. If it had another turret, well, another turret and 2 more guns, that might be a bit much, but with the 2 turrets and the 4 guns, it feels pretty balanced, nothing overwhelming in the compared to some of the other HE spam that many ships have to deal with now. So, I mean, and it feels about right for a destroyer in terms of output. It's not like it has a crazy high output of HE. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has an extremely high output of HE, but compared to ships like the Harugumo and the Kitakaze with more guns and more turrets, and yeah, slightly longer reload time, but the end of the day, they have more guns. It just feels about right in there in the current meta. Now, the smoke screen is very nice, don't get me wrong. It's got a very American smoke screen. It's got a long activation time. That's nice. The hydroacoustic search, that's also nice, 5-kilometer range. So it's got some nice consumables, but still, $77 a million free XP. I'm not entirely sure about that. Now, another big thing about this ship is that it's also the first anti-submarine warfare ship added to the game. Now, other ships in the game do have depth charges, and I think a couple of them may have the mounts for the anti-submarine warfare rockets. But the Friesland is, in real life, a dedicated anti-submarine warfare ship. So, again, with submarines coming out pretty soon, you could see the ship's role expanded greatly because it's got the anti-submarine rockets on the front, which me and you guys were very, very informative with that on the last video. Those are 357mm anti-submarine rocket launchers, and they work pretty much like the Hedgehog, like I said in the video. They fire, surround the submarine, sink down, explode, destroy submarine. Pretty simple, right? So I'm sure those will see much use when submarines get added. And that's the thing about the ship. It's got this huge role that it's supposed to play, that it's designed to be in real life and in the game. And subs ain't out yet. They're coming out. They're about to enter their first phase of testing pretty soon. But even, let's say, if they go into testing like tomorrow, we're in September right now, I would put hard money down that they wouldn't be in the game, in the separate game mode, not in the base game, until January or February. So that's, it's the rest of September, October, November, December, January. At the least 5 months, I would say, until submarines get into their own separate game mode. There's going to be a lot of balancing and changes that's going to come to submarines before they get to that point. And then probably another 2 or 3 months before they get into the game proper. So you're looking at, again, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. March is probably the earliest I would see submarines being added into the base game. Now, I can possibly see them cutting that back down to February, maybe late February, or maybe late January if they get them into their separate game mode, and then say if they nail the balance and they're happy with it, then maybe late January or that February patch. That's what I'm seeing for the submarines. So that is, I don't know why I didn't count. That's 7 to 8 to 9 months that this ship will probably more than likely not be able to realize its full potential. So is it worth buying now? I would say no. It's $77 for, you know, a slightly better Harugumo, maybe. It's not that fast. It doesn't have the best concealment range ever. Granted, I don't have any concealment skills on it right now, but I mean, it's the thing is too. It's a European destroyer. It's the first ship from the European tech line. No one has a 19 point, 18 point, 17 point captain sitting around that you just put on and just spec out. I have a 10 point commander, and with only 2 guns, I wanted to put everything that I could into the DPM and the guns to improve their performance. So concealment wasn't extremely high up on my list. Now maybe I should go back and remodel the thing out some, but even so, it still has a fairly big detection radius for a submarine without any torpedoes. And that's the third major thing. This thing does not have any torpedoes at all. Nothing. Not even one. It's pure gunboat and anti-submarine warfare. Which again, if submarines are out, you know, the price tag would make this. I mean, that would make the price tag much more justifiable. But submarines aren't out yet, and no torpedoes. That's one of the main ways for destroyers to do damage. I mean, unless of course you're a Harugumo, Kitakaze, or a Friesland. Or Khabarovsk, but all those other ships still have torpedoes, so you can pull those out in those moments. I'm sure there's a clip that you'll see here in a moment where I accidentally sail up to a Jean Bar and not much I can do about it. And granted, I do kind of coast to go, okay, should I go for it, should I not go for it, and I decide to go for it to see if I can outrun his guns, which, again, Friesland isn't the fastest destroyer ever. It's actually slower than Georgia. I know there's plenty of memes, destroyers are faster, but Georgia is faster. This is one of those destroyers that Georgia is faster than. So, it's not that fast. Now, again, when submarines come out, ship's role is going to expand greatly, I assume. If it doesn't, I don't understand the point of the ship being in the game then. But, yeah, and again, it's $77 at the premium store, or 1,000,000 free XP. And that's the same price tag as in Alaska. Alaska is certainly worth that price tag to me. I mean, that's also a tier 10 ship. You could, if you want a gunboat, you could free XP your way up to Harugumo with 1,000,000 free XP. And if you have a high point Japanese commander, you can throw him on there too. So, pretty pricey destroyer for not being able to use most of the weapons on it. I mean, think about it, you got the 4 guns, but then you've got those 2 sets of anti-submarine rocket launchers at the front, and 2 racks of depth charges at the back that you can't use yet. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's really not. Now, when submarines come out, is it going to be worth it? Probably so. I mean, I don't know exactly how the anti-submarine rockets and the depth charges are going to work, but I'm going to assume this probably, unless they for some reason add in more anti-submarine warfare destroyers into the game before then, it's probably going to be the best thing to deal with submarines until more ASW destroyers get added to the game. So then, yes, it probably will be worth the price. Right now, no. Save your free XP, save your money. If you just have 1,000,000 free XP lying around, you want to get something, there's, I mean, of course, if you want a tier 10, you can get a tier 10. If you want to hold on to it till the next free XP ship comes out, you can do that too. But, yeah, these ships, I mean, the ship, great ship, it's a good ship, don't get me wrong, but just not worth the cash or the XP right now. I mean, I know there's probably plenty of memes about this ship already and its insane reload time, but not worth it. I mean, unless you just really, really, really like gunboats, then yeah, if you enjoy gunboats and don't use the torpedoes on them anyway, I mean, I play Harugumo and I still use the torpedoes on that thing, and I'm a battleship main, so I do apologize for my gameplay. But I am comparing it to Harugumo, which is, you know, the gunboat in the game, well, the gunboat destroyer in the game currently. But yeah, just it's all right. That's what it is. It's all right. Not worth the money right now. When submarines come out and you can use it to its full potential, then probably would be worth the money. But right now, nah, pass on it. wait till subs come out or wait till something else comes out. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers. We're getting very, very close to that goal. And I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Alright, guys, hope you're having a great Saturday. See you guys in the next one.